Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So, today's reading is going to be Can You Make This Work? Okay, it's a pick a card reading. The title is Can You Make This Work? So with your person of interest, the one that you came to the reading for, that's what we're going to look into. And the reading topic just came to me actually while I was listening to the song that I played in the intro. And so also because this past week, at my regular job doing readings, that was a question that I got more than once. Usually we get the same kind of questions. This one, though, it really seemed more focused on, well, can we make this work? In other words, I know that this is challenged, and most of these people have been through, the ringer more than once with their person of interest, and they're just wanting to know, about the potential, basically. So I thought that was a good title to go with this week, and so that's what we're doing. So I've got your cards here, pre-shuffled, laid out. We'll pull some advice on camera, and so pause the video if you need more time. You can choose using the thumbnail. I think I've got a couple of flowers on the thumbnail, or using the timestamp numbers, or using the stones. We've got gold stone on this side and lapis lazuli on the other side. So, but however you choose, just remember it is a general reading. The energies can be vice versa or interchangeable, so keep that in mind. And only take what resonates and forget what doesn't, okay? So we're going to get started with group 1. Welcome, group 1. Thank you for tuning in. And I didn't say in the intro, but I wanted to thank everybody who took part in the Labor Day sale. I appreciate you guys ordering readings from me. And if you would like a private video recorded reading sent to your private email, my contact information is down below the video in the description box. I have adjusted the prices as I said that I would, so check out the new prices as well. And thanks for those of you who support me on Patreon. I've got some patrons that come and go. I was thinking about doing something that I tried before, where I bring in like a set amount for each month. So like getting a reading once a week for a month would be a set price for my patrons, and thinking about doing that, so sort of like a membership program. And I've tried that before, and I had a couple of takers, but I don't remember what happened. It wasn't really working for me, so I'm trying to figure out a way to tweak it to where it will fit in, because this isn't my only job. This is something like a passion project for my regulars. They probably already know that. So, but I am thinking about bringing that back if I can make it work. So I'm just putting that out there. But I wanted to just say, I thank you guys for the likes, the subscriptions, and the support. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And, if you're a returning subscriber, obviously, welcome back. So let's get started. I'll put the number up here in the corner. And so group 1, we're asking, can you make this work? With your person of interest, can you make it work? So using my Art Deco tarot deck, which is a self-made deck. It's unofficial, but if you would like a copy, reach out to me at lovetheoracledragon@gmail.com. And that being said, we're going to start with the past, okay? The past between you and your person of interest, whoever they are, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, crush, ex, husband, wife, whatever. So for those of you who have tuned in, the strongest collective energy for everyone watching is the Tower card. Okay. Holding the microphone up, so if you hear noise like something's moving, it's me trying to move the microphone closer to my mouth. So this is basically saying is that there's clearly been a split here of some kind. And that's pretty obvious. Just look at the picture on the card that can tell you. If you don't know about tarot, the pictures speak 1,000 words. It's talking about a split or a breakup here. You probably didn't see it coming. It's like it happened in an unexpected way, but it needed to happen. So that's the past energy between the two of you that is affecting the connection. The present shared energy between the two of you is the 5 of Cups. So yeah, I think I'm going to pull some charms as well, because I feel like this reading is going to need charms, and I haven't done that in a while. Side note, 5 of Cups. It's like you guys both feel very sad and disappointed about this breakup, this split, this disruption. Hold on. A commercial came on. We can't have that. This is uncomfortable energy, to be honest. I'm uncomfortable, but I do this for a living, so I'm just working through it. You know, you both feel very sad and disappointed about the connection, or about this tower, or something else, whatever the case may be with this Five of Cups. It's like all you guys can focus on is the loss of the goodness that was here. Okay? So focusing on loss. What, let's look at what you're feeling like, viewer. So actually, presently, you are feeling the Ace of Pentacles, which is a good positive card. It's a little shift in the energy. So even though this might be how you feel toward this person, or regarding the relationship, you're coming across in the Five of Pentacles energy, which is saying that you feel like there are still opportunities here for the two of you. You know, after spending time apart, you've come to realize that, you know, your foundation is still very strong. So, like, even though the tower or the structure of the relationship was destroyed, the foundation still stands. And like the old guy, yeah, I'm getting this. And the old guy, like the old guy says in the money pit, you know, if the foundation is good, everything else can be fixed. And that's how you're feeling, okay? Yeah, it's just coming across as like you still feel like you can thrive and you can flourish in this relationship. Like this can basically still work. Hence the reason why you're at a video asking, can this still work? You still feel like it can. And your person, how is your person feeling? They're feeling the Emperor. The good old divine masculine. Yeah, so he might not be looking like he is feeling disappointed at all, but rest assured he is. But what I'm getting is apparently this person has a renewed desire to win you back. Because the Emperor is somebody that he basically, you know, he wins things. He wins things, and he wins people. In this case, he wants to, you know, win you back. The Emperor is somebody that takes whatever like he feels is his, you know, rightfully. Like if he feels like you're rightfully his, he's going to take it back, even if it is by force, which is kind of a strong word. But we are talking about the Emperor, so put it a different way. Whatever he feels is rightfully his, he is going to take it back by his own initiative. Okay, so it is possible that he's going to reach out to you soon. That's who the Emperor is. Okay, so this is how this person's feeling toward you. And so basically, yeah, you just can, you know, sit tight and let him come to you. This is, I'm getting a very driven energy from him. He's somebody that's driven to succeed in all things, including in love. And so the relationship with you is no different. So what is the outcome or the answer for you guys? Can you work this out? We've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is a card about work and money. So it's pretty fitting for the reading that can you work it out? Let's see. I think you can work it out. And I think this card came out for a private reading that I did as well. So if you're that private client, hello, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. But it came out in this position. So it's coming out in the outcome position again to say, I feel like the meaning is different here than it was in their reading because of the other cards involved. And that is that, yeah, I'm getting that you guys, overall, for the majority, you can work it out with this person. And I like this energy because she represents a couple that is with each other, not because they need each other, but because they want to be with each other. Okay. So if ever, for example, if you were ever separated by distance, or even if you are separated by distance right now. You know, you guys are both independent people, and you just don't need to depend on someone all the time. You don't need to know where each other is 24/7. So if this isn't your present energy, this is where it's going. So even though that's not maybe the most romantic energy to get in a love reading, it is kind of like the hallmark of a very healthy relationship. So I'm digging the healthy relationship vibes here for sure. I was going to get into some side note, but no, it's just about the readings that I've gotten from my other job. We've got people casting love spells. We've got people coming across in the devil energy with their person, and just all kinds of stuff. So I like to see this Nine of Pentacles healthy love energy here. It's a nice change of pace for me. And the thing is, with the Nine of Pentacles, you know, full disclosure, this is a card that can indicate style over substance. So, you know, going forward, that looks like maybe, you know, some really fancy dinner dates or things like that, or expensive gifts, but maybe not a whole lot of emotional bond or connection right away. So that's another way of reading that card as well. But like I already said, I feel overall this is a positive energy for you guys going forward. And just be watchful of that. You know, most people, I would hope, would want more substance and emotional connection in a relationship. But so just keep an eye on that, or be watchful of that. But, you know, both of you are independently abundant and successful. And that could be all that it's saying as well. Is that you're both independently abundant, successful, and that you guys will complement each other. So you can complement each other as in give each other compliments, but I mean more like going well together and making each other better. Like, yeah, bringing out the best in one another, okay? But the main thing here is that you're not reliant on each other to make yourselves feel whole and complete. And that's not happening. And yeah, and just to cover all my bases, you guys, you know, some of you, or maybe even a lot of you, you know, you are comfortable in your singlehood at this moment. And if they're interested in a reconciliation, then they have to initiate it. And that is the bottom line. Okay? And with this Emperor being here, he can make that happen. There's nothing stopping him from going after what he wants. He's the type that will go after what he wants and make it happen. That's what he does. So that's what we're getting for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get you some charms, and then I wanted to get a Romance Angels advice card for you guys as well. And if the reading is resonating, please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the channel and helps to keep it going and allows me to continue making more videos like this for you and other people that it might help. So I've got my trusty dusty charm bowl, a little dusty. I haven't used it in a minute, a long minute, a while. So let's get a little bit further guidance on this reading, please, Spirit, for Group 1 regarding their person of interest, whoever this person is. It might be loud, so adjust your volume. And here I am right here. You can't see it, but I'm off to the side. Use my left hand to pull them. Pull the charms. My receptive feminine yin side here. Let's get a little bit more information for you guys. Okay, we've got the dragon. Somebody running away from the dragon here. That's interesting. Somebody could be born in the year of the dragon. Doesn't have to be. And I feel like that is to do with the tower. So you could be, you could have dealt with a situation where you felt like somebody felt like they had to flee. Maybe there were really harsh words being spoken. It's just kind of symbolic. The fire and the fire, it goes along with that. With the tower card, and then we've got, let's see. It's a vital organ critically wounded. That goes along with that Five of Cups and the Tower as well. So I think there's communication. Maybe even that was the communication for some of you, that one expressed to the other that they were being hurt in some way, and or their heart was broken, and then that led to the breakup, or that was part of the reason why the situation couldn't stand. But also that's Five of Cups, your shared energy, that you both are feeling heartbroken or hurt by whatever's happened here in the connection. Then we've got the Beast here. So the Emperor in his lower vibration can be very beastie, right? So that's coming out. Maybe this person was like rough around the edges with you, rough around the edges in general, had been through a Tower moment in their past that made them this way. This is kind of a window into perhaps the way that they are, but somebody here is like that, and I feel too that the other one may have risen up to the level, like where you guys were kind of doing battle. I'm getting a real blowout for some of you guys, but general reading, so not all necessarily, but general blowout for somebody. And you know, that was part of that. And then we've got the Rocket of Desire here, so showing a lot of passion between the two of you. Two passionate individuals can, you know, easily get out of hand, get mad at each other. That passion can turn into anger or resentment. It might have been over some household duties. Doesn't have to be. It might have been because one was holding on to the other too tightly. The other felt like they had to be a little harsh or cold to get that distance. We're getting like runner and chaser dynamics, and let me absorb, but there is this feeling of feeling very sad and wanting to hug and make amends. This Emperor wants to make amends. It looks like you do as well. There could be tears in your future as you guys talk about this. There could be tears separately as you guys think and feel about this. It's like whatever happened in this connection that wounded the heart, created the Tower, created the Five of Cups, has really hurt both of you in such a way that you do just kind of want to hold one another and support one another. And if it's something outside of the relationship that's affected it like this, then you guys want to like support one another. So very supportive vibes towards one another here. Let's get some advice. Okay, a couple of cards falling out here. We've got let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally. And then we've got healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And we've got free yourself, it's time to take back control of your life. So it's like somebody might have been trying to control their relationship, or might try to control their relationship when really they need to take back control of their own lives. And we see that happening with the Nine of Pentacles being in the outcome. So if they have unhealthy family dynamics, or are still affected by codependent or unhealthy family or relationship dynamics, that, you know, obviously is not a good place for a relationship to start, and it's not helpful for a relationship to continue. So by healing family issues, you guys end up with a more positive outcome where you guys are, like I said before, a couple who is together because you want to be, not because you feel some sort of a need or codependent need to be, or another sort of Like, it's not about repeating a past unhealthy pattern that maybe you learned in childhood, or maybe they learned in childhood or through past relationships. It's about being together simply because you can and because you want to, and because you're better together. So that's coming through. Anybody that still needs to forgive their parents, they're asking you to heal and do that. And then the let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. That's the hardest thing for people to do based on all the readings I do each and every day. And, you know, your Emperor is coming through. Maybe you can resonate with the Emperor sort of energy as well. Very stable, but that stability can come at the price of stagnation and things not moving forward and things not growing. So the way to get what you want is to relax, basically. And maybe the control issues, you know, between one or both of you is the reason for that Tower. You know, sometimes when people are trying to micromanage, you know, a relationship or a particular outcome, then the universe comes in and like tears it down because it's not it's something that should be happening, basically, and things should be allowed to occur naturally. And that's the easiest and best way that the universe likes to create through us, is through letting things unfold naturally. And you do that by relaxing, letting go of control issues. Okay, it's basically like if you're holding on too tight to something, that's the fastest way to push it away. And it might be hard to not cling if anybody out there does that, but if you do that, you might want to get some help with that, because it's rooted in something outside of this relationship that needs to be addressed. And if your person, if that sounds more like your person, then that's what I've just said, is to help you understand why they were the way they are, and saying that in the future it looks better, like things get better. But so I've got for you Group 1. Thanks for tuning in. Stick around for Group 2 if you feel guided. Otherwise, thanks for supporting the channel. And again, please do hit that like button and subscribe. And what else? If you'd like a private reading, that's always the best way to look into your particular situation. My contact information is in the description box below the video. I'm moving on to Group 2. Hi, Group 2. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So I did just record your entire reading. I pulled your charms and got you advice from the romance angels, and realized that the camera did not turn on. So despite my pressing the little button, it decided not to turn on, so that I can do the entire reading over again. So don't we just love that when that happens? The thing for you, maybe it needed to happen for some reason. Maybe I needed that extra time and dealing with the energies to perhaps say things in a slightly different way, in certain kind of, I don't know, to force, so to get through to you. And I'm just trying to make sense of why that happened. It's quite irritating, I'm not gonna lie. So that being said, Group 2, we're gonna go ahead and jump into your reading. So we're trying to find out if your person and you are able to work this out. Isn't that what the reading was? Let me look. Yeah, and the reading is about, can you make the relationship work, okay? Okay. So, in the past position, we have the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is basically saying that something wasn't as it seemed. So someone walked away. Okay? As you can see on the card, it's like the aftermath of something that was once beautiful. Maybe in the stark light of day, things looked quite different. But either way, someone walked away. Your present shared energy is the Four of Pentacles. So what that is saying is, like, both of you are holding back and guarding your hearts. So it could be, I mean, obviously it's related to the Eight of Cups. And your shared energy right now is holding back. And interestingly, this is the card of holding on so tightly to something that you're actively pushing it away. And what's kind of interesting about that is that the Eight of Pentacles energy is kind of a stern energy, where you might look at that person and think they don't care, or they're being standoffish or withdrawn. Yet, for some of you, this person is really clinging on to you, or clinging on to the connection. This could be a clingy person despite appearances. The feelings for that's coming across from you, the viewer, is the Queen of Swords. So you know, for some of you, you actually feel like things between you ended fairly. So for example, if you walked away from this person, you could feel like that was the fair response to something that happened. Or if you pushed them to walk away, you could be feeling like that. Just for some of you, it is coming across that, you know, you could feel like things ended fairly. And if not you, then this can be your person who feels this way. But some of you, I have to say it because I always say the truth on my channel, whatever I'm getting is that you may not even be feeling hurt over this anymore. You know, like with time, you have been able to view things more objectively and have accepted your breakup or your separation. Okay. I think that you would consider getting back together with this person or making up with them, whatever the case may be, if it made logical sense to you. If it makes logical sense to you, then you would consider it. The Queen of Swords is very logical. You're also being very guarded. How does this person feel towards the viewer? We've got the Queen of Wands. So this can be a same-sex relationship. It doesn't have to be. But this says that your person feels like when times are good between the two of you, you both are very passionate and intimate with each other. And they also feel like they can confide in you, that you can confide in each other, and they do still hold a flame and a torch for you. Like your relationship was or is significant to them, and they still think of you as their king or their queen. So this person is still very much attracted to you. They do feel like there's lots of potential for reconciliation. You know, if someone would just light the spark, if someone would just get the ball rolling, they would feel like that. They feel like that's what needs to take place because you guys are at a standstill with that Four of Pentacles. Fours are about stability, but also about stagnation. So maybe you both just feel safer the way things are. But I think the Queen of Wands is more apt to get that fire started again, or to spark something to happen again, than the Queen of Swords is. So what is the answer as far as, can you work this out? We've got the Sun card. So the Sun card, being the most positive card in the deck, definitely indicates that there is hope in your situation. It is the most positive card in tarot, and it is a card of good news. So we've already seen that your person still feels very positively about you, and you know, they're hopeful that you'll be able to rebuild and heal your relationship. I'm also getting clarity, so there is some certainty and some clarity here. This certainty and clarity is coming, okay? But I am getting that, you know, your person is certain about what they want, you know, even if this is a long distance relationship too. But either way, they are certain about what they want and their vision for the future with you. Whereas maybe in the past, with the Eight of Cups coming after the Seven of Cups, which is a card of disillusionment and confusion, perhaps even being surprised by their feelings, or somebody being surprised in some way, there is clarity here about what they want, and they're certain about that. And it looks like what they want is you. Also, I'm getting that they might actually wish to move someplace with you. Like they could, you know, they could wish that you could both move somewhere that is warm and sunny all year long, like you can see on the card. I personally prefer mild, eternal spring temperatures, but you know, that's just me. But this person could actually want to move someplace nice with you. So the charms that came out for you guys, as you can see, they're here, okay? And we've got the love heart, because this person does have love for you. And we've got the knife and the fork. So I think that, like I said the first time I recorded this, that this person might want to prepare a meal for you with love. It looks like you guys will be dining together. With Jasmine, I got that you both are being, you know, kind of sassy towards one another, but at least on the end, especially on the end of the Queen of Wands, it's mostly due to just being guarded. And then we've got Amber. Somebody could be named Amber. We've got you and me. And then the Sun. So somebody could be a Leo here as well, or have it strong in their chart. So this person wants to heal the relationship. They do want to have a positive relationship with you. They do see you as the one that makes them happy, and they see themselves as the one to make you happy. And they just want to heal things between the two of you. They have a lot of warm feelings for you. We did get the black squirrel, which some people say is bad luck, but I say that it is good luck. As a squirrel being black represents power and wisdom. It's also a protective energy, so this person is the protective type, and you guys are both trying to protect yourselves right now. It's also about unconsciousness and banishing that which does not serve you. So the Eight of Cups could be about walking away from something that didn't serve the connection. That could be why the Eight of Cups took place. But what happened is that wisdom took place as a result of that. And even if there was nothing like obvious that happened to create a separation between the two of you, emotionally something did happen. And it was on an unconscious level. Somebody might not have even been aware of the emotional distancing that needed to take place or that did take place. We've also got the jack-o'-lantern. Somebody could be named Jack. Somebody could be a Scorpio. Somebody could be named Leo as well. So that's that. And Halloween season is just around the corner, so you could be expecting some movement in the connection at that time. We've got it's a vital organ critically wounded here. So that is showing, you know, a hurt heart, hurt feelings, or heartbreak, and maybe a conversation about that. Maybe there was a conversation that took place. See how this one's kind of like surprised in the past, that led to somebody needing, you know, their space, their time, or their distance. But I generally feel the reason that the two of you are protecting your hearts is because you have been hurt in the past, whether by each other or a situation. So, but it does look like, you know, you're going to be vulnerable and open up to each other and confide in that, or confide about that. And the cards that we got from the romance angels for you guys were keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. I do feel like that is for whoever is resonating more with the Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords can be like the King of Swords. Which is, you just having very high expectations, especially if you've been hurt before. And so this is saying to keep an open mind, because this person might be different than you think, but, you know, they're still a soulmate. So also we've got air and fire. Those are opposites, but they're also complementary. So they bring out the best in each other. So that's what that's saying. And then we've got playfulness, which goes on top of the Sun, which makes sense because the Sun is about getting outdoors, or just in some way being childlike and playful, having fun and seeking pleasure together. So taking a playful approach to life will raise your vibration and help you to get more of what you want, and also be good for the relationship. So to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. We've got trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith, You got more cards than group 1. So trust and faith is needed. And reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. So if this is an ex or someone from your past, then you can expect them to return to your life. This is more validation of that. Or if the relationship just needs some healing, then you can expect the relationship to heal. This is what I've got for you, group 2. Thank you for tuning in. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down below. And thanks again to those of you who took part in the Labor Day sale. I appreciate you guys helping to keep the channel going in that way. And yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. And take care.